Pt.1. Hey, welcome to the Colada Squad election edition. So we were having an interesting conversation about this election, and we thought we would let you guys in on it. So we were just in here talking about the what if Trump were to win with all these lawsuits and everything he got going on. So how did you feel? How you felt about that? Which I'm also eating breakfast, so good morning.
How do I feel about the whole situation?
I mean, yeah, everything you just said about if the lady not signing the paperwork to release the funds for Biden to be the president to start the transfer of power. I mean, there's a lady, Emily. What's her name? You said Emily somebody?
Yeah.
There's a lady that has to sign off on the paperwork to start the transfer of power. She doesn't want to do it. Of course, we know she's a Trump supporter. And I mean, I understand it and I definitely get it. And I'm not saying that it's wrong at all. I'm just saying that, she's not going to do it. She doesn't want the transfer of power to start. And I can understand that until all the votes are counted, every single ballot is counted. I do agree that she should not start. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to have that on your head that you started the transfer of power for a president. However, all the ballots weren't even counted yet because all the ballots are not finished being counted in Alaska. They're only 60% of the way through. Somebody go to Alaska and count these ballots. They're only 60% of the way through.
Her name is Emily Murphy.
Emily Murphy. He's sleepy boots over here, yawning.
Whatever.
But, like, it's a possibility. Trump could be in this White House one more time. I'm not really feeling it, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, first thing, like I was saying on Facebook, I was laughing at a lot of the memes, but I was also telling people, you have to be mindful of gloating and all of that, because you never know what could happen. So now, looks like it might be a chance. You might get some traction with some of these lawsuits or whatever. So you just never know. I'm pretty much tired of caring about it. I'm so serious. I'm really tired of caring about it.
I know.
I really just want to be over with. Who's ever in office, just get them in there so we can move on. If Trump is elected to go back into office, it's just going to be for another 4 years, and then that'll be over and done with. That'll be it for him.
Right, because he can't do more than two terms. We know this.
Yeah.
So my God, if he gets another term, at least we would know.
This is the last one.
This is the last one. He don't get no more.
Will we see some negative things while he's in office if he is chosen to go back to office? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, it is what it is. As black folks, we've been through worse. It's just that it's a new generation. So some of the things that went on back then is not going to fly now. So we'll see. But one of the things that I brought up that I was thinking about when my wife asked that question, if Trump were to get back into office, is, does everyone vote actually matter?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how that would work. Like, because you said the electoral states or whatever, they would end up making the decision and not the actual voters themselves, or how does that work?
No, the electoral college, the people that are elected to this electoral college, they have to still go in and do a second vote. So see, there is the regular vote, the people's vote, right? Then each state, some states have electoral college votes, whether what they say points or however the system says it, right? 1 or 2 or 15 or 20 or 30 or 7 or 8, whatever, right? But then after that process, and the second process is there's actual people in the electoral college from those states that still have to vote. If I'm correct. If I'm not right, correct me. But from those states that still have to do a second vote for the official he's in, we have voted. You know, they vote too after us. So there's another process besides just our vote. So here's my thing, and I'm changing my stance a little bit, but not really. and I'm talking about the voting thing, right? Back in the day, voting was a big deal because it was something that people of color, people of non-white descent, Anglo descent, none of us could do it. Okay. So then there was this pushing the vote, we want to vote. You know, they would strip us of all of our things if they found out we voted or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the push needs to change, because now the problem is not us voting. It's like it is and it's not, because things have changed. So as much as we like to say, get out and vote, every vote counts, whoop-de-whoop, it does. However, what is not talked about amongst our community, when I say our, I mean communities of color, is that there are all these other things that come into play after the voting is done. So your vote counts to an extent, because depending on where you are, it's going to depend on how much your vote counts. You know what I'm saying? So yes, we do all, I don't say we do all have to vote. We all should vote. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's starting to look like your vote kind of counts. You see what I'm saying? It's not that it doesn't count at all, but now we're really looking at it like in this election, it's dwindled down to, well, it kind of counts, but our vote is not the be all end all of the process. And I think as people, we have been ignorant of the complete process of how it works. So now that we're more informed of the process of how it works, you know, I would say your vote counts, but you got to start with the lower level. It really counts there, but that counting starts to dwindle as you get to the top, because at the end of the day, it's not just your vote anymore. It's your vote and some other stuff. And the other stuff can easily overrule your vote. You know what I'm saying? So that is the issue that I've been struggling with voting and all of that. Like looking at this election, even looking at when Trump first got into office and how that was done, and we were looking like, well, oh, all of this is blue, but no, now we didn't have enough electoral votes in blue states to secure the White House when he ran against, what was it, Hillary? When he ran against Hillary. So, you know what I'm saying? As we, you know, basically, like they say, education rules the nation, or they say communication rules the nation. Education on everything right now rules the nation.